Hello and welcome back. We've got some Cossack gameplay for you. Now, as you can see, we've got Torp, Cleveland, Hipper, Myoko, Cap and a Benson, myself and a Cossack, and a split. So, really good, amount of ships available. Like, exceptionally good.
Show 'em what we've got, chaps.
And me and Cap are doing our tried and tested, we go in and go for this second wave. Is it, risky? Absolutely. But if you do it, is that it's easy and it helps the team. Let's be honest. I remember back in the day when it was tier 6 that there were a lot of players that didn't know really how to camp the second wave. If you had a Perth, Wang Ye, any ship that had an exhaust smoke, or even a DD, you could basically just go in and just smoke up and just farm them. And the enemy and your team would just go straight because they would do it the traditional way, and you could get insane amount of XP just doing that. But now everyone knows how to really do it. Well, they used to know how to do it at tier 6. A lot of players still haven't learned how to do it at tier 8. Now, as you can see, the Hipper, Myoko, and Cleveland are all kinda really far up there for where they should be. Like, really far up there. And that is very concerning. Because they could get farmed by all these cruisers. That's why I don't want them, up here.
Get back.
Because there's no point for them to go up here. Now, Cap smokes up. He's going to put all of his torps on Fuso, and I'm going to divide mine among, everything. 2 torps on the Myoko, and 2 torps on the Furtok. Since they're single launch, the torps on the Cossack are exceptionally accurate. And that's just the strength of the Royal Navy DDs. That when you have targets like this, the torps are exceptionally accurate. This is one of the ops where you can use the torps like this and be exceptional. Now, Cap's basically sitting in smoke. I'm the one spotting everything, so I get spotting damage for everything that he shoots. 2 torps on Myoko, and 2 torps on the Furtaka. So that's 60,000 damage right there. I do open up to get my Furtaka kill. Permanent fire, he'll go down.
Smoke generator activated.
Was it gutsy? Absolutely. I'm going to lose a lot of health for it. I lose like 9,000 HP. Was it worth it? Probably not. But live and learn, right? I do pick up the Myoko, so I am going to pick up my 2 kills. And anything you might see that looks like a lag or a slight lag, that was the game just lagging for me. So you'll see a few of those.
Well done, Commander. Torpedoes to port.
Unfortunately, forget about the smoke timer and we're still firing. Unfortunate, but we'll make do. My goal is to help Cap get that Fuso down. Once the Fuso goes down, I can we can both move on to our next objectives. I popped the Hydro because I saw Torps, and we're gonna have Torps coming soon.
Engine boost activated.
Torp spotted, and the Hydro picks it up. I'm not really worried. Now I do tell Cap, go for the Aoba, and I'll take the Myoko. Fortunately, Cap is too far, well, north. Too far, and he won't be able to kill it. Now, you're going to see the southern team's help. Hipper is very low. Cleveland's very low. Myoko's still pretty healthy. They took a beating. So any damage that the split and I can do on this second wave will help significantly. We should have dropped him right on that line, and that would have gave us the Myoko kill. But we do the majority of the damage, which is all that matters. I mean, literally is all that matters. If you do the majority of the damage to a target, you basically get the majority of the XP for that target. Again, don't ask me how those Torps actually hit. You saw those Torps, and they all look like they would miss. It really doesn't make sense, but we do try to shoot and get the kill, get some AP damage, but we're not going to get it. Had that last salvo hit, we would have picked it up. I could have probably stayed, smoked up, and got AP salvos into the side of the Aoba. But it's important for me to support Cap, because look where Cap is. He's in danger zone. I don't recommend doing this at all if you're in Cap's position. Don't do this if you're in Cap's position. Unless you have a DD like myself spotting for you. Because once that last transport ship goes down, like, it should be going down pretty soon. Now, I tell Cap, smoke up immediately. Smoke up. Because he would have been in detection range for all those battleships. He would have been near detection range. Or in detection range. He would have been pretty damn close. Now, Cap's going to launch all of his Torps on Cincy. I asked him to start farming the Yushi because, one, I get the spotting damage. Two, if he gets a fire, my Torps, if I get a flood from my Torps, it'll all stick. Now, as you see, the white line isn't really moving that much. It's moving a little, but once you see that it stops moving, like, considerably, like, I'll launch pretty soon. Like, right there. I'm going to launch right now. Because they've really stopped moving. That means they've straightened out, they've reached their full speed, so all the Torps will hit right in that area. I tell Cap that, he launches all of his Torps. Our Cleveland's way too far behind to really do anything. Well, it's actually pretty decent, actually, when you look at the map. It's the Hipper that's way too far, but the Hipper was so low on health. Cap gets a fire, he DCPs it, he gets another fire, and my Torps hit. All four of them. Gets a flood, and just wrecks Yushi's health. Cap's torps just wrecked the Yushi. Between my fire and everything, Yushi's going down. The bad side was that I did some fire. Cap's fire picks up Yushi, so kudos to him. And then the smoke runs out. And I have to pop my engine boost to back the hell back up. I'm at 6,000 health. And I can see the Amagi guns looking at me. There are the guns. And that takes 2,000 of my health off. Plus damage from elsewhere. I do get a fire on him. Plus then secondary damage. I don't drop it on the line because Amagi does have the tendency to maneuver. Now, you did see those torps from the split. Those literally ran out in a mere inch. If I was a split, I would be pissed. The smoke fades, so I have to run away. I get hit by a secondary battery. That's unfortunate. I get a fire. 30,000 right there. Plus the fire and the flood. I'm at 500 HP. I just have to survive 8 seconds. So I'm literally just dodging and ducking. Just wiggling my butt. As I see the shells come in, I just wiggle. Just a little bit to dodge the shells that the Amagi secondaries are shooting. Smoke comes back, and I just start shooting. Because now Cap's the one spotting, and I'm just farming. Because we have a chance to get 5 stars. Like, considerably. We have a huge ability to get 5 stars. Because our team is all kind of clustered up around the transports to help protect them. And they know that we're out here taking care of the battleships. If you get a good DD combo like us, and you can just worry about the transports. Because Cap picks up all 3 battleships, but I've done most of the damage. So I get 215k. And the transports will cross the zone. They are taking a little bit of fire, but Split and Myoko are out there drawing the fire. And Split's, half almost dead, but Myoko's drawing the fire. And we pick up a GG. 5 stars. Decent profit. So 215k. Literally one off of 215k. Irritating, but interesting. Now, that doesn't look like much, does it? Well, let's go to the XP boost point. We beat the Myoko by 13. We're top of the team with 1,400. Damage-wise, 32,000 for Taka, 30,000 to Myoko, 67,000 to Amagi, 54,000 to Yushi, 28k to Myoko, and then 3,000 to Aoba, and then it's just kind of piecemeal. Now, we shot 200 shells, over 200 shells, and we only got 177 hits. We're only 21,000, plus AP. Only 20,000, basically, in terms of artillery damage. We launched 16 torps. The single launch works, and we get 14 torpedoes. That's literally all of our damage right there is in torp damage. And then flood and fire was the majority. So it was literally just torp and flood and fire that made all of our damage up. It's intriguing because Cossack's more of a gunboat than it is a torpedo boat. But in this case, we make Cossack a torpedo boat. Now, in terms of damage taken, a lot of it through stupidity. We did take a lot of damage, unnecessary damage, but in the long run, that worked with our adrenaline rush, so we were able to pump out more torps, more damage, more consistently. In terms of credits and XP, we made a 300k profit, 5,000 ship XP, not much. Free XP, it's average, not much, but these little 500s all add up consistently. And then for, the ship, since this captain is being retrained, we don't get elite commander XP. since this captain is being retrained. So that's why there's no elite commanders, because we're retraining a captain. But that is literally Cossack and a 5-star Aegis as a Torp boat. Not a bad match, considering Aegis is very hard to get 5 stars on anymore.